1971st year of the Second Age. Journal entry number 631. Prince Castian, son of Kaladin. Another day of treaties and debates with those elves and dwarves. Father says that the Treants are returning to the bargaining table now that we have promised to stop colonizing so close to their forests. I wish he would not force me to take part in these meets. I am no good with politics, and those elves will not stop staring down their crooked noses at me. If they are so smug, let them fight the war on their own. They wave around their magic as if it were the answer to everything, but for some reason they still need our help? Ha! Filthy hypocrites. The dwarves are not much better. We can hardly go 5 sentences without one of them bringing up Eldon's treaty, as if it were some sort of I win card. Being at peace with each other does not mean that we have to cater to them at every corner. One would have thought that building the Hall of Kinship would have meant something to everyone involved, but it seems that was just another big show to put on and convince the common folk that we are cooperating. None of the other races were even willing to let go of any of their relics until after half our royal treasury had been moved into it. It is an insult that our people cannot enjoy their own heritage. Father wants me to go and oversee things at Talatol. Just what I want, to be even closer to the dwarves and elves. I suppose the only consolation will be the Treants are not there. On the other hand, that elf mage, the one they call a king, will be there too. I heard some of the elf scribes talking about it in the corridor outside their guest rooms. I will be leaving at the end of the next month with a full battalion. It will take us a while to reach Talatol with so many. At least that will give me time away from all this nonsense. We will follow the coastline up and then cut across the mainland until we reach Talatol near the other coast. I hope the elf mage does not expect to travel with us. I might just lose it if I have to endure his company. Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to the next episode on Realm of Vastin Season 4. I am here standing on the shell that we have going on for the library, and as you can see, I've made quite a bit of progress since our last episode. I decided to try and get out this early section here especially done because it's, I'll be honest, a lot of it's pretty boring. If we take a look around here, I'm pretty much just copying the pattern over here. So we've got smooth stone with the stone brick columns, and then putting the little, I don't know, ledge, I guess, for the spruce wood around the edge. So a lot of this is just really boring placement of blocks all the way around. I actually haven't finished with the wood part yet. I just started working on it actually. What I'm basically going with here is spruce stairs, spruce slabs. I'm trying to prevent any of the stairs from actually touching the stone back here. Just to trying to keep pretty much the same width all the way around. So for example, right here, I would probably do something like that, and probably this, I think, and then I would bring the stairs. Where's my last stair? Was it my last stair? Here, what is this? This is a stair, stair, stair. Okay, so then, let's see. Well, actually, I would need to bring a stair right here. Why is this? I think the stair's turned in. Is it supposed to be? Is that a stair too? Oh, it is a stair. Okay, yeah, that's correct. And that is a stair. Okay. So we would need to turn this, place it there, and then I would follow it around like this. Pretty much following the same pattern all the way around the circumference of the build. Earlier, actually, just I finished just a few minutes ago. I had Crafting Mantis over here. Brought her over just to show what I've been working on recently. She was interested in seeing what we've got going on here. Obviously, there's not a whole lot to see yet. A lot of it was more about what the plans are going to be eventually. So she came over and we chatted for a while on that. I also found I keep getting these little, what are they, like, are they scouting parties? Is that what they're called when you just have a couple pillagers spawn? As you can see, I do have what is it called? Dark Omen? Bad Omen. I have Bad Omen tier 1 currently. there's a part of me that wouldn't mind getting more Bad Omen and then going to a village just to see what a pillager raid is like, because I've actually never experienced a pillager raid. But unfortunately, I don't think there's anything in Port Bray that classifies as a village. So I just have the Bad Omen and nothing really happens. I also brought over I'm gonna have a hard time remembering about all of the new blocks, the new like utility blocks in particular, but I brought over this stone cutter so that I can more easily turn like the stone bricks into stairs and slabs, because it's a 1-to-1 conversion rate. So 64 of these bricks would turn into 64 slabs, or well, wait, is that true? 64 stairs? Yeah, 64 slabs, I don't know. However it works out. That's probably not the right math, because I don't know how to use it yet, but I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually, just like everything else. So let's see, what are our plans today? I want to keep working on the wood platform running all the way around. I haven't quite decided what I want to do right here yet, so let me figure out what I'm going to do here, and I'll be right back. Well guys, this is why you always want to double check before you get too far into your project, because you inevitably find out, oh, that's supposed to be like that, isn't it? And I've been doing it this other way this whole time. So I just finished stripping down most of the slabs I was using, because it's actually supposed to be stone bricks, because if you come over here and look at the underside, it's definitely stone bricks. Now, I will say that this one comes out further. As you can see, there's a 1 stone brick difference between the stairs and the pillars. I think in this case, I will only go with, I will basically skip that little ledge, because this is already a 101 by 101 circle, with the towers on the edges, or like on the 4 ends. So I feel like it's already going to be big enough as it is. I don't need to add to the size by making an unnecessary lip on the around the rim of the base here. But I think having changed it to a solid, row of stone bricks around the inner rim here will help me know where to place the stairs a little easier. And it also, I actually prefer the look of the stone over the look of the wood anyway, so I think this is going to help it have a much cleaner look. See, this is more what it should look like now. 1 row of wood, 1 row of stone brick, and then we do the row of stone. Now, the stone may not be permanent. I plan on using a lot of like quartz in this. I know I don't know what's possessing me to choose quartz, but I'm planning on using a lot of quartz in the build. So what we need to do is take this wood down, replace it with full stone bricks, take this down, careful, doing our best not to knock out any of the stairs if we can anyway. And then of course we'll need to go down and pick up all of the slabs, because I mean, we don't want to waste blocks, right? So let's see, do I have any? I do have some more. Did I not just break you? Oh, it said it was saving the game down there in the chat box. So it must not have been paying attention to me trying to break these blocks and place these other ones. So let's do this, and we'll do that. Take those away, add those in. That's gonna be a slab, Why does that look like a stair? That is, oh, because we have this one here. This is already there. The pillars are basically forming, I mean, the pillars are already there, and so some of these stone bricks are essentially already in place. So I need to take those down, add these in, and then 1 more here. So let's go down and grab all of our slabs. Try not to smack our face into the floor. Let's see, any more? Yep, we got you. And you, are we on Spigot? We are on Spigot. Okay, I just wanted to double check, because I know Spigot likes to clump items together, so that way I'll generally know that there isn't like 1 or 2 just hiding somewhere. Okay, so that's pretty good, running all the way around there. Now let's run back up real quick, and let's place down these stone blocks, and then we'll do the stairs afterward. I think that will make a little bit more sense, make it a little easier to keep track of everything. And I also decided right here in this segment, I took out the nether rack blocks in here just so that I could put in this pathway here. Now my plan is to build whatever ends up in here through these blocks, so I may end up tearing some of these blocks out. But for now, they're here essentially as placeholders. So let's bring these out. Yep, that looks good. And this one. And then we would take these stairs, and they're upside down. And now we just rim it all the way around to the other side where we left off way over there. So we just want to make sure we're turning it just right to make sure that the underside looks correct all the way around. We don't want any weird gaps or anything like that. So there is actually something I need to talk to everybody about. This season, I believe Fix mentioned it in the introduction, which I had in the start of, or not really the start, but during the last episode. Fix talked about some of the plans for this season here on Realm of Vastin. And one of those plans is to actually have not one kingdom, but 2 kingdoms. Now this is for a couple of different reasons, but the biggest reason is generally, or I guess I should say the biggest 2 reasons, I suppose, is generally because with so many people on the server, because this season I believe we have more people on Realm of Vastin than any previous season has had. We're slightly above 30 people, I think. With so many people, and essentially with so many varied interests, picking any one project that everybody is going to like is probably going to be pretty challenging. So having 2 options it makes it easier for everybody to find at least something that they can do and enjoy doing, as well as especially for people who are really, really active, working on the same project for days and days and days and weeks could get maybe a little tedious, and you start feeling the burnout. But by having 2 projects, 2 kingdoms to work on, is it stars? Are you out there? I see stars. There we go. Having 2 kingdoms mean that you can essentially bounce back and forth between them. And help keep people from getting bored while they work on it, which I can understand. I can totally believe that. That's part of the reason why, over on my Wells Night series, I make a point of, actually I want to go this way. I make a point of having more than one project going at a time. I've got my base and maybe 1 or 2 community projects. That way I can just skip back and forth between them. Now this season I'm going to be kind of, probably, I hope not boring, but this is going to be such a large build. This is probably going to be the main thing I work on during the season. Though I do plan on skipping over and doing some other things here and there. But this is definitely going to be the focus for this season. So with that in mind, with the plan of having 2 kingdoms. Now the one kingdom, like we saw in last episode, is this. Whoops. Hello. Whoa. I meant to be crouching, not running when I walked to the edge of that. That path right down here, this is actually relatively new, and I was really rude and placed my building right on top of it. But this leads to the new kingdom. It goes out that way and eventually leads to the new kingdom, the one, that dark oak forest that we were chopping down trees at in the last episode. Now I plan on doing something to tidy this path up. I'm thinking of putting a little cave entrance at both ends, and then basically making it like go through an underground cave beneath the library. So I'm not planning on completely demolishing this road. It's just currently it's under construction. Maybe that's what we'll call it. Road down for construction. So we're going to have that kingdom, the one out there in the roofed forest. It's going to be a custom roofed forest eventually, a roofed city with our own custom trees and canopy and everything, and mushroom trees, it sounds like, and all that fun stuff. And then the second kingdom, well, that's the fun part, because that is up to you guys. Everybody who watches our episodes, whether it's mine or Fix's or whoever else's, you can vote on our little poll that we're gonna have. And it's basically, we're going to be polling for for 1 week approximately, and at the end of the week we will tally up all the results from everybody's channels, which means you can technically vote on as many channels as you want. You can vote on mine, you can go and vote on Fix's, you can go vote on Silent Crafts, everybody's, and your votes will determine what the second kingdom is going to be. And here's your options. You've got 3 options. You can do the High Human City, which will be in a steampunk theme. You can do the Elven city, which would be an end city, so it's out in the end, or you can do a human, basically a refuge, but it's going to be kind of like Lake Town if you're familiar with well, not really Lord of the Rings, but The Hobbit. If you're familiar with that, it'll share. It'll be pretty much like Lake Town, so a city on a lake essentially, for the humans. So you got the high human steampunks, steampunk high elvens. I don't know how you want to phrase it. You'll have the Elven End City or the Lake Town Human Refuge. And if that last one's picked, obviously it'll be named to be determined because can't use Lake Town. It's kind of already in use. So those are your three options. Let's see, what do we want to do here? So you can go ahead and vote. I've actually never done a poll before on YouTube, so I'm hoping I'll be able to figure it out. And if I do, I'll be having it pop up like while I'm talking about all this stuff right now. If not, if I'm not able to get that technical thing figured out, because first time may not go the way you want it to go. If I can, just go ahead and leave it in the comments below. I'll tally it up myself at the end of the week, or whenever it's time for Fix to get all the results in, and then we'll let you know what's ultimately decided. I guess at some future point. I'm not sure how long before Fix will announce basically the winning kingdom. So yeah, go ahead and leave your vote, and you can vote on as many channels as you want. Go to everybody's channel that does the Realm of Aston, and then let us know what you want. Now I will say this, I definitely have one that I like more than the others. I won't tell you what that one is because I'm not going to sway you guys. You guys can free to vote as you will. I don't know how much involvement I will have in either kingdom. I do plan on working in both of them at least a little bit, but again, because this project is so big, we may not have quite as much time as some of the other members of the community. But that's fine. I think it will at least have the option there if we ever get bored of the library or anything like that. So in that regard as well, definitely make sure you let me know if you want to see more of one thing or another thing. Just let me know. I mean, I'm here to I am easily entertained and easy to satisfy. So, oops, I did that one wrong. It doesn't matter. But anyway, that's the whole scoop with the two kingdoms this season and how it's all going to be determined. So let me go ahead and finish wrapping this around, and then I will bring you right back. Alrighty, there we go. That is the complete rim taken care of. Now I do need to run and get some more rockets, because unfortunately, well, we're out of rockets. Let's see, do we have a shulker that is empty-ish? I just need it. There we go. This will work. Let's put these spruce logs in here. Because of the rim, I think I will use spruce as my primary wood type. I like dark oak too, and if I can, I'll use some of that as well. Though with the dark oak forest project that we've got going on, I don't know how much dark oak there will be available in the world anywhere at any point. So that may not be a thing that happens. But we do have plenty of spruce. There's actually like a double chest of spruce logs in the Hall of Kinship storage. Now I know actually before I launch into that, I need rockets. Like I said, I gotta have some rockets, please. All right, let's put that away. Let's go ahead and dump these in here as well. And then my rubbish ones are over here. We'll just shove those in there, I suppose. I guess I'll keep my torches. Not that they actually do any good in my offhand because I don't have Optifine, but that's okay, I think. Let's grab one of those. And I guess I'll leave my bed here. I think all of this is fine. I want to show you guys what the Hall of Kinship with the storage looks like. I know I showed you in last episode's intro, but I want to show you like live and in person and all of that as well. So let me run over to the Hall of Kinship and I'll be right back. And welcome back, everybody. Ouch, that was not the smoothest landing in the world. Welcome to the Hall of Kinship out here, of course. through the entrance over there leads to the super smelter and the kelp farm. That entrance still leads nowhere. This one though, it's not completely finished, as you can see, and we have a little hole in the wall for all the redstone guts, as well as what is actually a lot of our armor, and I think there's some enchanted stuff in here too. I think the books, maybe, yeah, over here, the books, and whatnot. Oh, actually, there's a lot more tools in here. That's a lot of saddles. Oh boy. We do have quite a number of books in this series, or on the server. Those have been completely emptied out. Eventually, those will be moved to the library. Enchanted things, books. They seem to belong in the library. The armor itself, I'm also planning on making an armory. I don't know if that'll be this season or next season. It kind of depends on how it goes. But we brought them all here anyway, just in the meantime. Now this is the Hall of Kinship storage. Down this way we have mass storage for things that you would expect to see in a mass storage. So we've got this is actually miscellaneous, I believe. Let's see which side. Here we go. So, and it's kind of color coded. So ender pearls, the icon has a purplish color, vaguely purple anyway. It's also got, what is it, green or blue or something? I don't know. But we've got ender pearls, we've got snow blocks, saddles going to brown, arrows going to white, lots of arrows apparently. Raw cod, because pink has fish has a kind of, now the cod is more tannish, but like salmon, for example, would be pretty pinkish, reddish. So it's just an approximate color matching system. Brown would make sense for wood types, even though birch is not really brown. When you think of trees and logs, you think of something that's usually brown. You got the puffer fish because they're nice and yellow, ice in a blue one, and then over here we've got cobblestone and, stone on the one side. It threw me off because stone is capitalized and cobblestone isn't. But we've got stone over here. Oh, so much stone. And over here we've got the cobblestone. So much what in the world? Okay. Oh, slabs. Okay, I see. So yeah, we've got a lot of stone and cobblestone and whatnot. And then over here we have the miscellaneous storage. I find it hard to read some of these texts, like that one. I couldn't tell you. What does that say? I have no idea what's in there. Ice, okay. Well, I might have been able to guess just because it's such a small word and it's like a bluish whitish color. But yeah, some of these can be really hard to read. That's one thing that I think is probably a drawback of the new sign system. I mean, I know you can pick your color and you can even pick your wood type, but some of them really just don't go well together. Why is there a random torch right there? What's going on here, people? I'm going to take down that random torch, and then I think we should probably hop over to the first kingdom, the Canopy village or city or whatever it's going to end up being, and just see what kind of progress we have going on, because I have not been there in a couple days. I've actually been car shopping. My car died on me, so it was kind of unavoidable. So let me grab that torch and get rid of it, and then we'll meet up over there. And welcome back, everybody. Welcome to Anduar's Rest, I believe is what we're calling it, if I pronounced it correctly. We've got like the startings of some larger structures here. It's going with a very halfling hobbity sort of approach, just like in Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit. Oh boy, there goes a creeper. No, Callus, I'll save your stuff. Oh no, I saw that coming a mile away. Let's see, let's throw that away. We'll throw away the unnecessary things. Yeah, that was quite an event. I wasn't anticipating someone blowing up in front of me. Oop, let's not fall on those crops and trample them. Let's be nice neighbors. I like this one though. This is a very nice hobbity hole, halfling hole. I guess we can't call them hobbits because copyright and all that, trademark. I don't know which one of those it is, but let's come out here. What is... Oh, this is just scaffolding. Okay, so... Well, this is interesting. What in the world? So we have a hoe, a loom, and what is that? The smithing table? I wasn't sure what they were calling them. Let's see, let's let ourselves out. We can come down the little path here. It really does feel like a halfling sort of village, and I also like this lamp post design. I think that's very fitting, I guess, for the environment. It feels very authentic and immersive. Ooh, I like the use of the buttons here too. Oops, let's fit in here properly. They're so small and cozy. I like this. Nice little bedroom. Lots of bookshelves. What is that? Is that another bookshelf block? Okay, it is. It must, maybe it changes what it looks like depending on what direction you place it on. I guess I'll find that out when I do the library. Or it could just be randomized automatically. Oop, they're cooking fish. That is pretty neat. That looks like cheese or bread. It's cake. It's probably bread. A little storage room. It's pretty neat. It looks like they have pressure plates everywhere to close the door after you go through. Yeah, this looks really neat. I like the use of the trap doors here too to give it just a ever so slight ledge or edge or whatever you want to call it. What's this? Another bedroom. It's pretty nifty. So yeah, I like these. You can really pack a lot into such a small space, and these kinds of homes are really ouch. Ow. Okay. Gonna have to get used to that. Apparently, those are the new berry bushes. That hurt. But it really shows off how much you can fit into a very small space. Mr. Bumpendor, 22 Lincoln Street. I love the use of a barrel. Oh wow, he's actually got mail. Well, you should pick up your mail here. Well, this one's on a corner. That's interesting. I love the new. This is our original lamppost, but I love the new ones too. This is pretty interesting. We've got a little sitting area, it looks like. What have we got over here? A bedroom. This is an interesting use of the barrels as well. That's the scaffolding, right? Yep, it's scaffolding. See, the scaffolding is going to be a new table type thing, I think. So yeah, this is a lot of interesting designs in here. It's going to be so cool later on, and eventually, from what I understand, the canopy is going to cover almost everything. I don't even know if you'll be able to see the sky in here, but that's going to give it such a cool effect. To some degree, I'm imagining it'll cut off the lighting quite a bit and make it feel even more immersive with the lampposts actually providing a prominent amount of light even during the day. Oh, cool! This is a piano. Cool. That is a very nice design. I like that. So yeah, this is pretty much what we're up to in the First Kingdom. I suppose I'll need to come over here every so often and either, give an update on what everybody else is doing, or maybe I'll be able to find a small corner and maybe put in a little hobbit house, or I'm sorry, a halfling house of my own, because they're not hobbits. Definitely not hobbits. Oops, that was one too many. But yeah, this is the Anduar's Rest that we are working on this season. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and call it here, because this episode I'm already gonna have to cut out quite a bit because I've been rambling for far too long, and there's just so much to see here and to talk about and everything. But I do hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope you're excited for Anduar's Rest, for the library, for whatever kingdom is selected as kingdom number 2. Don't forget to go back and put your name in the poll if you haven't already, and if I don't manage to figure out how to do a poll, then you leave a comment below and let me know what you want to see us do. But without further ado, I'm going to just go ahead and call it, and see you next time, I guess. So until next time, I hope you have a fantastic time, and I will see you later. Bye!